Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 1740 Starlight Drive Northwest here in Salem, located up on the roof. Going down a 4-inch cast iron vent. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's running. Once we get some cobwebs cleared off the lens here, we'll I'm going to zero back out down at the bottom of the vent here in a second. Anyway, and we've already kind of figured out where the line exits the house. This route is just going to be more efficient, easier to go through. If there is a clean out on the outside, it looks like it's buried quite deep. These old cast iron cleanouts are a nightmare to open up if they're buried more than about 4 to 6 inches. The line exits out of the home, and I describe everything as you were facing the front of the house from the street. The line exits out of the front of the home, but very, very close to the front left corner of the house. Probably only about a foot or so in from it. Man, my camera wants to go backwards here. Okay, I think we got it. So what we were just looking at there a moment ago was the clean out access in the crawl space. That black shiny cap we were looking at there is the back end of the line. There is a clean out down there too. Looks like it's been opened before. It's been swapped over to plastic. Transitioning here to concrete pipe, also appears to be 4-inch diameter. Got a bit of standing water here in the line. I am running a bathtub right now, putting a pretty high volume of water down the line. But still, there's definitely there's not something. Oh, it got roots. I was going to say there's either a belly or roots, something obstructing flow up ahead. Dang it, it's bellied out even. Yeah, hopefully not much of the PVC is. We just transitioned there over to PVC. With the sun glare on the roof I've got right now, I'm having a hard time telling if that's, I think it's standard white PVC. It might be green 3034, a light colored version of it. There, yeah, it is. Just a different hue. This is what you typically see, is this level of green color right here. This is a very light color. Anyway, there's the main there. What we're going to do here is I'm going to pull the camera to the top of the drop. In total, you're about 49 feet there. Yeah, 49 feet to the main. I'm going to pull up to the top of the drop here just to get a better locate. We're going to go locate here while the line drains out. And we'll get a good look at things. Most likely, I'm going to end up recommending all the concrete pipe be updated. You've got roots, and it looks like a belly there. Not a great combination. Alrighty, line terminates on Starlight Drive. Once the line leaves the house, it basically runs just about dead straight from that front left corner out to the main. And the one silver lining in this whole thing here, because when it comes to lines this age, when I start seeing bellies and roots, even if it's only half the exterior line, I recommend it all be updated. It doesn't make sense to open an old line like this and only fix part of it, but we were only at 3 foot 4 inches deep there just before the drop. So what I'm doing here is I'm pushing the camera to 37 feet. This might be in the road. This is where the standing water finally dissipates off. We're actually closer to 38 feet. No, this is something I'd recommend correcting so that you're not connecting a line to something that's out of grade. Because you're gonna purpose build a belly right into things. It may not be ultra significant, but you don't want to mess with that. Now we're getting real lucky here. Where the standing water dissipates is just as the line hits the street curb on the front yard side. So this repair here is all grass and dirt, and you're only at 2 foot 8 inches deep. In the world of sewer repairs, that is a miracle. Crazy shallow line, and that's about as easy as it is to get to. So you can see we have got standing water here, we've got roots. You know, that's not to say the line isn't functioning to some extent, but in concrete pipe, when you get standing water, it means something a little differently than when you get that in plastic pipe. Concrete pipe, because of its rigidity, it doesn't flex. I think we also have some, yeah, we have roots there too. I've got a little bit of a sun glare on my face right now. It's making it kind of hard to see some of that stuff, but yeah, more roots there too. So they're throughout the line. But a lot of sewer lines exit homes at 2 foot 8 inches deep. The average line by the time you're hitting the street curb is around 6 to 7 feet. That gives you an idea as how shallow this thing is. It's extraordinarily simple to get to. So from right here at the transition out to the street curb, I recommend a full update of the line due to the roots throughout the line and the standing water. Anyway, back to the standing water thing. When concrete pipe shows standing water in it, it is generally due to the pipe joints wearing out and sucking dirt through them, and it erodes the support out from underneath the sewer line. So anytime you get standing water in concrete pipe in general, it almost always means the joints are exposed to the ground. All right, you'll see a marking at each end. It's a pretty easy one to eyeball in between there. You'll see a green T marking about 5 feet out from the front left corner of the home. You're at 1 foot 7 inches deep there. And then you've got an X marking at the curb. There's some longer grass there, so the depth may be a little bit harder to read. About 2 foot 8 inches deep at the street curb. Recommend a full update to all the concrete pipe and that last little bit of PVC to correct the standing water issue. Highly recommend a rescope afterwards. It's very important to do that. And you want to do your rescope when the trench is closed. The repair guy might want to do that when it's still open, but for your sake, you're not going to see settling problems until the line's buried and there's weight on top of the sewer line. Luckily, if something does settle, you have a very shallow line to dig back up and it's all under dirt. So I'm going to do a little reviewing of the cast iron. Thus far, that stuff looks good. I'll do that in a little better lighting at home just to make sure I don't spot anything there, finer detail stuff. Thus far, though, everything cast iron wise and everything from the curb on all looks like it's in good shape, has good flow.